Hello Virgos, thank you all so much for coming for your happiness reading. My name is Adjwoa, the mystical deity. I'm glad to have you here. I hope everybody's been doing well. Let's see what's happening, because this time we're opening the reading, this happiness reading, with the wishes that are being fulfilled at this time. What I'm seeing here is that a lot of you wished to become more creative, okay, to be able to do more of your artistic gifts and live that and make that into a business, or make that your main job. And that opening, that situation is coming for you, where you're going to be able to express this creativity, this artistic gifts and talents that you have. Alright, some of you wish to have more money, to have more stability, more possessions in your life. That is coming for you. Some of you also wish to be able to have the strength of emotions over your worries and your stress, not allowing your situation, any negativity to overtake your emotions. You wished for that. So what is coming for you is that you're gaining strength over your emotions to be able to control yourself and withstand all that may occur in your life that is not in alignment with you, that doesn't make you happy. So it's like an emotional intelligence. Sometimes we wish for things that we're not aware we're wishing for. The conversations of the mind with the soul, and those things, the whispers, things that you're saying to yourself that you're not realizing that you're talking to something else, which is your own soul and the spirit guides around you. Those conversations that you have quietly in your mind, they come to pass. That's why you gotta watch what you're doing mentally, and I feel like because people are not aware that they are asking for things, or even like wishing for things, that's why they miss it when it actually opens up to them. Because some people are not even aware what they are asking for and what they are doing most of the time. By having those, visualizations, but you can visualize by talking to yourself as well. A lot of times when you're learning how to visualize anyway, you start out by talking into the visualization. All that can be enhanced and bring things to being, and it depends on how your connection is too. Some of you connect more through language, through talk with spirit. Some of you connect more through visualization, images. Some of you connect more by just feeling a certain way most of the time, and that creates an awareness and opens up certain things. So it's about what our powers are, right? Either way, these are the wishes that I see that are coming through. Emotional intelligence, some talents coming to forefront, you feeling empowered in your life, and possessions that you've always wanted coming to you, my Virgos. Now let's move on. What I'm seeing here, right, how you guys are feeling at this time is that a lot of you are feeling very content, feeling on top of the world, feeling like opportunities are coming to you. The Empress energy is a very abundant energy, that you don't lack anything, that you're feeling good, you're graceful, you're respected, you're beautiful. You're living your life the way you want it, relaxed into life, right? With no worry or stress. Some of you are feeling great. Some of you want to have kids. You're ready for that. Some of you want to see, are living in the space where things that you've created is fruitful. Like whatever business you may have started, you see results. You see the how do you call that, the fruits of your labor, things that you've birthed into being. Some of you are just so calm and collected and emotionally balanced, so you are happy, you are in charge of how you feel, you know, and opportunities are opening up everywhere for you. You can see yourself moving up and moving on in your life. But for a minute of you, you are focused on things that you've lost and a little bit of disappointments in your life, you know, that has happened, maybe connecting to a soulmate situation, a love situation. You know, some of you may have just met your soulmates though. You may have met someone that you truly love and care for, and you're sharing your happiness and joy with them. So I feel like majority of you are feeling really great at this time. You're kind of happy, you're content with your life, you're emotionally balanced, you know, you're ready to settle down. Some of you are ready to become, you know, married and, you know, be matured adults and live a very fruitful and happy life. And that's making you guys very happy, with the exception of the few of you that, you know, are focused on their disappointments and sadness and things of that sort, right? Moving on here, what you guys are feeling very passionate about at this time, it's just your overall well-being, you know, your happiness, your family being happy. You know, when your family, when you feel like your whole unit is at peace and everything is moving on well and everybody's happy at home, you know, that's what drives you. That's your passion right there. You're passionate about a happy family. You're passionate about a family that doesn't have any lack, that feels good and there's no chaos and emotional trauma and things happening. You're passionate about peace being at home. You're passionate about seeing you and your kids and your family and everybody doing good. You know, a lot of you are passionate about the fact that you have a spiritual connection, that you're strong enough to go through things and be able to call in for spiritual help when you need it. That drives you. You're passionate about that. You know, some of you are just passionate about all the, you know, the fact that you don't allow any confusions, any struggles, any arguments to come into your life. You know, the fact that you're able to hold down this stuff, all that is a driving force for you, my Virgos. And you know, that's what you're passionate about, not being in any crazy stuff, just being at peace and being happy and just living your life. You know, what I'm also seeing here, that your heart desires, that, you know, your heart desires, for most of you, learning to trust in the process, in your relationships. You know, having faith in you and the relationship between you and your partner. So your heart is desiring for you to trust more and have more faith in with you and whoever you're with. You know, I'm also seeing some of you, you know, your heart desires to have a more open-minded attitude towards the relationship instead of being stuck in your way of doing things. You know, Virgos, you know, can easily get comfortable in a routine-like life and not be open to expressing different aspects of themselves or exploring new adventures. You're not very spontaneous because everything has to be organized. Everything has to be planned ahead of time. You know, so it takes away certain open-minded attitude in your relationships. So your heart is desiring for you to become a little bit more open, more receptive to spontaneity, you know, exploring different ideas on different things and not trying different things that you usually not expect from your partners. So you are trying to create this, you know, open-minded attitude in your relationships. You know, so that's what your heart is desiring for most of you. You know, some of you want to be able to see when things are about to happen in the wrong direction. You want to have, you know, you desire to be able to foresee and to be able to understand and notice when people are coming at you the wrong way, so you can stop them in their tracks. So you're learning, you know, your heart is learning and teaching you how to pay attention to the red flags. You know, certain people, they come in your life, you can already start sensing that, man, I don't know if this is the right person. You're learning to pay attention to your own intuition and the nudges that is pulling towards you. right? The signs that has been cautioning you about certain people around your life, especially the romantic ones, you are learning to see them and, you know, use them to your advantage, right? So that's what I'm seeing here, that your heart is desiring, the fact that you are able to overcome these things and see them before they happen, right? Learning to trust. What's going to bring you fulfillment is you following your heart, literally, at this time. You feeling a sense of love for yourself, you know, being able to do whatever it is that you've always wanted to do, feeling fulfilled overall. Like, you know, the Ace of Cups is about you following your heart and what you want to do, what brings you joy and happiness. That's what will bring you fulfillment. The fact that you're doing what you really feel like you should be doing. You know, what the soul is desiring, so the soul can be happy as well, is the fact that you need to connect more with your spirit guides, or communicate more, be able to perceive them when they are around you, realizing that they are there for you, asking for help when you need it, working together with your spirit guides. That will make your soul very happy. You need to be able to see them. It could be even the animals too. The spirit animals that are around you. You need to be able to perceive the message. You need to be able to see what is going on. Connect with the spirit world more. You know, this will make your soul very elated. You know what I'm saying? What has been making you unhappy, or, you know, interfering with your happiness, my Virgos, is certain, you know, you feeling stuck into certain things. It could be that, you know, you feel like you can't quit a certain job because that's, you know, when you quit it, then what are you going to do? You don't allow anything to overpower you and chain you down to any situation. You know, some of you may have addictive traits. And I feel like for you guys, it's not so much of the addictions that you have. I feel more of like being comfortable in a certain way of being. You know, like, you know, because you're someone that you get comfortable with what you've planned for yourself. You know, so you get chained to that plan, that way of being. If you can break those chains and just live a little sometimes, you know, maybe you'll be happier. When you don't allow your own plans and your own, you know, negativities to control your thought patterns and the way you want to live your life, you'll be more happier. You know what I'm saying? We all have negative sides. You know, for instance, if you're lazy and you don't allow the laziness to control your life, you knowing that you're lazy, for instance, not Virgos are hardly ever lazy, but some of them can be. You know, you knowing that laziness is your weakness, you take charge of that. And whenever you feel like playing out the laziness energy, you remind yourself, you don't control me. You know how one of the ways that I do that is, it's like, for instance, let's take the same laziness. You know, my thing for a long time was procrastination. So, do you think procrastination ran away from me? No, it didn't. What I did was, whatever it is that seems to overpower me, I look at the thing separately like an entity. For instance, like I like white rice. So I look at the white rice and I said, so are you telling me that these grains, these white little artificial things, you are more powerful than my mind? That's what I do. I talk to the rice. How is it that I give you so much power? You don't have power over me. You are just grains of rice. I don't even think you have intelligence. I talk to the addiction. You cannot be more powerful than me. I'm more powerful than you. So with the procrastination, I'll say, hey, as soon as I decide I'm going to do something, the procrastination voice will be like, well, but you can do it in a little bit, maybe 3 hours. I had it, and I'll tell myself, yeah, that's what you do and nothing gets done. Hey, you don't control this. I talk back to the situation, you know, because literally it has no power over you. You know, so getting over your weaknesses, getting over your addictions, getting over things that empower you is a way of you gaining strength over yourself and creating more happiness for yourself. Because here, your solution is for you to focus on abundance. You know, once you focus on abundance, maybe your negative thought patterns, the negative way of you seeing things, whatever it is that drags you to the devil energy, which is all forms of, you know, you being tied down somehow. Maybe it will overtake it, because the focus is more on the blessings that are coming to you. And you have to create this vibration. You have to constantly create this abundance energy, right? So that's what I'm seeing here. The overall advice that the guides have for you is, you know, they want you to pay attention to the messages that spirits have been sending you. Since the soul is already telling you, hey, your spirit guides are all around you. Even the animal spirits are there waiting for you to ask for help and to help you and step in. You have to invite them in your life. You have to see the messages that they are sending you. I feel like it's connected here, right? It is connected. I don't feel it is connected. You know, you have to open your greater vision to the signs that are being shown to you. They are telling you to focus on your priorities and eliminate the distractions. They are saying you have a bright future. And you have to allow yourself to ascend. You know, so this messenger is all about you adhering to the messages that your soul has been sending you and the spirit guides have been sending you. And if you can do more of that and understand the message, I feel like you'll be so much happier, my Virgos. So that's all that I have for you guys. I hope this has brought you more joy and a way to become more happier. And I will definitely see you all soon. Bye.